absolutely see the difference between my phone shaking because of the plane, the dog shaking because of the plane, and the dog shaking because he's absolutely terrified. This dog has flown to South Carolina, North Carolina, Baltimore, Cleveland, Florida, of course, in and out of Denver, and he has never been terrified like this. But that's because we've always been able to fly Southwest. Of course, we'll never fly American Airlines again because American Airlines, they didn't seem real happy to have him on the plane. We won't fly United again only because they seated us in a roomy enough location because of the disability and the service animal. But that roomy location just happened to be right beside the bathroom. And it's so difficult to call ahead to American, to United, to Frontier. But I always call ahead at least a week in advance. And tell them, look, I'm traveling with a service animal. He's quite large, and they normally arrange my seating thus. But Southwest priority boards me because of a disability and a service animal. They put me right there in the bulkhead where he has room to lay. They've always treated him like a passenger. They absolutely treat me right. But I will say that I do not recommend Frontier. Fly American or United. If that's your choice, do not fly Frontier. And I will say now that my organization, we provide these types of service animals to victims of domestic abuse. We provide these types of service animals to combat veterans, police officers, firefighters, EMTs. We focus on people with psychological issues, people that have been traumatized psychologically, that need these dogs, that unequivocally need these dogs. And we, as an organization, do not recommend anyone with a service animal flying Frontier. They treat your dog like luggage, and they treat them like they're being put out by it. They almost forced me to buy another seat, and then even though I had another seat, they wouldn't let my dog sit in the seat. They put him down here with these support bars, and the footrest and support bars back here. He is absolutely crammed in there. They were absolutely unsympathetic to the entire situation. The people at the gate were unsympathetic. The people at the desk were absolutely unsympathetic. In fact, she told me that that I could miss my plane and she would help somebody else before me because I could miss my plane. She lied to me about the regulations. She said the regulations were very specific about what size the dog could be before I had to buy another seat. Then she printed out the regulations, gave them to me. They are absolutely not specific. They insisted that my dog be on a leash and that I have constant control of the leash. As you see right there, my dog is always on a leash. Funny enough though, ADA says the dog does not have to be on a leash. No. ADA clearly states that the dog does not have to be on a leash as long as he is under control of the person he belongs to. This dog was 100% under my control at all times. He always is. But still they treat him like luggage. So again, I do not recommend Frontier. I, as the sitting president of the organization Big Dog 6, I do not recommend Frontier to anybody with a service dog, be it small or large. And really, I wouldn't recommend Frontier to anybody. And I will be talking to their corporate headquarters once I return to Denver.